Welcome back, coin lovers and rare currency hunters. Today, we have something truly special lined up. A coin that is capturing the attention of serious collectors and passionate numismatists around the world. We are diving into the fascinating story of the Australian 50-cent coin from 1999, particularly the rare variety that displays unusual grey and brown dots. This coin is now making waves in the collector's market and is considered a high-value, high-demand gem. So buckle up as we explore everything you need to know about this standout piece from its origin to its booming market value today. The 1999 Australian 50-cent coin is part of a rich tradition of decimal coinage in Australia, introduced in 1966. While many coins from this era are still in circulation, the 1999 edition holds a special place for collectors due to its unique characteristics and the context in which it was minted. Australia in the late 1990s was preparing for the new millennium, and the Royal Australian Mint continued its consistent quality and design, but sometimes intriguing anomalies made their way into circulation. The 1999 Australia 50-cent coin, with its unusual grey and brown dot markings, stands out not because of a deliberate minting error, but because of the curiosity and beauty these natural changes bring, enhancing its rarity and mystique. What makes this coin truly exceptional are the grey and brown dots that have appeared on the surface of a limited number of specimens. These markings are not found on regular coins and have sparked widespread interest. Under magnification, the dots exhibit a subtle textural and tonal difference from the rest of the coin, believed to be a result of unique environmental exposure or slight variations in the metallic alloy used at the time. Combined with its original dodecagonal shape, shining silver appearance, and the proud image of the Australian coat of arms, the coin is a striking example of form and mystery. These visual anomalies have become highly desirable traits among collectors, turning an already respected coin into a must-have treasure. Coins like the 1999 Australia 50-cent with grey and brown dot patterns are extremely limited in number, which automatically elevates their status among collectors. When found in very fine condition, meaning minimal surface wear, strong details, and clear markings, the value increases dramatically. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare features combined with top-notch preservation, and this coin checks both boxes. It is not just the scarcity that drives demand, but also the uniqueness and unexplained nature of its markings. Because of this, numismatic forums and auction houses have seen a surge in interest in these coins. Simply put, if you have one of these in great condition, you are holding onto a rising star in the coin collecting world. In recent auctions and private sales, this special 1999 Australian 50-cent coin has fetched impressive sums. Depending on condition, provenance, and the clarity of those distinct grey and brown spots, collectors are paying hundreds, even thousands of dollars for the right piece. Some reports suggest values ranging $108,000 for coins in excellent condition, and the trend does not show signs of slowing down. With increasing awareness and fewer high-grade coins remaining in the wild, the value is only climbing. It is a fantastic time to own, buy, or sell this coin, as the market sees it as a modern rarity with growing prestige. For collectors who want to invest or already have one of these coins, the advice is simple: protect it well. Store it in a protective case, avoid direct handling, and keep it away from moisture or chemicals. If you are looking to buy, verify authenticity and pay close attention to the coin's overall preservation. Look for sharp edges, minimal scratches, and most importantly, the clear presence of those brown and grey dot patterns. Engaging with trusted dealers or verified auction platforms is key, and always consider getting your coin professionally graded. That grade can make a big difference when it is time to sell or trade in the future. Remember, the higher the quality, the higher the value. The 1999 Australian 50-cent coin with grey and brown dot features is not just a piece of metal, it is a story, a mystery, and a hidden treasure in your hands. As collector demand rises and the coin's value continues to soar, it is clear that this is no ordinary pocket change. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is one coin you will want to keep a close eye on. With its rich history, unique visual appeal, and rapidly increasing market price, the 1999 grey and brown dot 50-cent coin is a shining example of how rare coins can still surprise and reward in today's market. Next up, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your coin collections and bring you closer to the stories that make them so valuable. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating and often overlooked gem, the Australia 50 cents coin from the year 1976. Particularly those special pieces that display grey and brown dots and are found in very fine condition. This is no ordinary coin. It is a potential gold mine for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you are just getting started in numismatics or you are a seasoned collector, this video will reveal why this 1976 piece is one of the most highly sought-after coins in today's rare coin market. The Australian 50 cents coin has a rich and evolving history that reflects the country's cultural pride and commitment to quality minting. The 50-cent denomination was first introduced in 1966 with a round silver version, but due to silver prices exceeding face value, it was quickly replaced by a dodecagonal cupro nickel version in 1969. By 1976, the Royal Australian Mint had already perfected the art of producing these coins, but occasionally, certain production anomalies and characteristics made specific issues stand out. The 1976 issue is one such coin. It came at a time of both political and economic change in Australia, making it a silent witness to a transitional period in the nation's history. It is not just money, it is a preserved piece of 20th century Australian heritage. What makes the 1976 Australia 50 cents coin truly remarkable are the unique features found on a limited number of specimens. Among these, collectors have reported the appearance of grey and brown dots on the coin's surface, marks that may have occurred due to a particular environmental or minting anomaly. Rather than reducing the coin's value, these markings have piqued the interest of high-level collectors who consider them signs of authenticity and vintage charm. Coupled with the striking image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic Australian coat of arms on the reverse, these distinctive traits elevate the coin from common currency to a numismatic masterpiece. When found in very fine condition, these details remain sharp and clear, with the toning only enhancing the beauty and historical depth of the coin. The rarity of the 1976 Australia 50 cents coin with grey and brown dots cannot be overstated. While millions of 50-cent pieces were produced that year, only a select few have surfaced with these distinctive toning patterns. Even fewer have survived in very fine condition, a critical factor for collectors who demand quality along with rarity. Very fine coins retain most of their original detail, with minimal wear and excellent definition, making them perfect additions to high-end collections. It is this rare combination of unique visual characteristics, historical context, and well-preserved condition that drives the intense demand among collectors today. Auctions have shown that competition for these specific variants is fierce, with buyers from across the globe eager to add them to their portfolios. The market for rare Australian coins has seen consistent growth, and the 1976 Australia 50 cents coin is riding that wave with tremendous momentum. Depending on its condition and uniqueness, particularly if it has the notable grey and brown dot features, this coin can command impressive figures in auctions and private sales. Coins in very fine condition with these markings have been known to sell for anywhere $172,000, especially when accompanied by authenticated grading. The value is not just monetary. These coins represent historical significance and unmatched scarcity, which adds to their investment potential. As more collectors enter the market and demand continues to rise, the value of such coins is expected to climb even higher, making now the perfect time to either invest in or evaluate your collection. If you are serious about collecting rare coins, the 1976 Australia 50 cents piece is one you do not want to overlook. Always inspect coins under proper lighting to identify grey and brown dot features and ensure they are not caused by damage, but rather natural toning or mint-related characteristics. Seek coins that have retained detail, especially around the Queen's portrait and the intricate coat of arms. Very fine or higher conditions yield the most interest and value. Additionally, consider professional grading for authentication and preservation, which will significantly enhance resale value. And most importantly, stay informed and connected with reputable dealers and auction platforms, as coins of this caliber often move quickly once they are listed. In the world of numismatics, opportunity often lies in the details, and the 1976 Australian 50 cents coin, with grey and brown dots, is a shining example. With its unique appearance, limited availability in very fine condition, and growing collector demand, it stands as a truly exceptional piece with strong financial and historical value. If you happen to come across one in your change, or already have one tucked away in a drawer, you might just be holding on to a rare treasure worth much more than face value. So keep your eyes open, your collection ready, and remember sometimes the most powerful investments come in small, dodecagonal packages. Next up, where we explore the world's most fascinating and valuable coins. In today's video, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing pieces in Australian numismatics, the Australia 50 cents coin from 1996, particularly the rare variety with green and black spots. If you have come across this coin in your collection or pocket change, keep watching, because this could be more than just spare change. It might be a hidden treasure worth a serious amount of dollars in today's action-packed coin market. Let us start with a bit of history and background. The 50-cent coin is a cornerstone of Australian currency and has undergone several design changes since it was first introduced. The 1996 issue stands out for a number of reasons. Produced by the Royal Australian Mint, it features the classic dodecagon shape with 12 smooth edges and carries the highly respected image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. On the reverse, it features the official Australian coat of arms, a powerful symbol of national pride. 1996 was a notable year in Australia's coinage history due to a limited number of variations, and this particular coin, with its unique green and black spotting, has attracted the keen interest of collectors around the globe. What makes this coin truly unique and a subject of intense fascination among numismatists are the naturally occurring green and black spots that can be seen on some examples. These colorations are not flaws, but rather chemical interactions that developed over time due to storage conditions, environmental exposure, or minting processes. Far from detracting from its value, these spots give the coin a distinct personality and a level of uniqueness that cannot be replicated. Collectors prize such features, especially when they appear on coins in very fine condition, as they add to the rarity and visual appeal. Speaking of rarity, let us talk about what makes this coin so special in the eyes of collectors. The 1996 Australia 50 cent coin wasn't produced in extremely low numbers, but only a tiny fraction have surfaced with the iconic green and black markings. When one of these coins is also in very fine condition with strong details, minimal wear, and a clean surface, the combination becomes extremely rare. This rarity drives significant collector demand, especially among those looking to complete specialized or error coin collections. And today, the value has skyrocketed thanks to the increasing recognition of these unique variations. Now, let's discuss the current market value, which is where things get really exciting. The action in the collectible coin market has never been hotter, and the 1996 Australia 50 cent coin with green and black spotting is fetching impressive dollar figures. Coins in very fine condition have been known to command values far beyond face value, sometimes reaching into $112,000, depending on their appearance, luster, and demand at the time. As interest in Australian coins continues to grow, especially internationally, this particular variety is enjoying a surge in popularity and value. Auction houses and online marketplaces have seen bidding wars over well-preserved examples, making this coin a rising star in the numismatic world. For collectors, whether seasoned or just starting out, here are a few tips to help you secure or identify a coin like this. Always examine your coins closely under good lighting. Look for the unique green and black spotting that gives this coin its remarkable identity. Keep an eye out for coins in very fine condition, where the details are sharp and wear is minimal. Store your coins in acid-free holders or professional-grade cases to preserve their condition and value. And most importantly, stay informed and engaged in the collector community, as news and trends can greatly impact the value and rarity status of coins like this. In conclusion, the 1996 Australia 50 cent coin with green and black spots is a standout piece that combines historical importance, unique natural features, and growing collector demand. It is a brilliant example of how a small detail can elevate a coin from common currency to a highly desirable treasure. If you have one of these coins or come across one, hold on to it. It could be worth much more than you think. And if you are lucky enough to find one in very fine condition, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Next up, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and surprisingly valuable coins in Australian numismatics, the 1980 Australian 50-cent piece, particularly the variety that features yellow, green, and brown spotting. This isn't just any old coin. It is a coin with character, history, and increasingly high value in today's collector's market. If you have got one of these in your collection, especially in very fine condition, you might just be holding onto a rare and sought-after gem. Let's explore why this coin is becoming a hot topic among serious collectors and why its value is rising rapidly. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin is part of the dodecagonal or 12-sided coin series introduced in 1969, replacing the round 50-cent coin first issued in 1966. Struck at the Royal Australian Mint, the 1980 version continued the iconic design featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the Australian coat of arms on the reverse. While millions were minted that year, only a small number have gained notoriety for their distinct colour variations, yellow, green, and brown spotting, creating a unique subset within the 1980 mintage that has collectors excited. These coloured anomalies are now being viewed not as flaws, but as natural toning or patination, adding character and value to the coin. What truly sets this coin apart are its striking and visually distinctive colorations. The yellow, green, and brown spots that appear on some examples are believed to be the result of natural oxidation processes interacting with the coin's copper-nickel alloy over decades. These spots, rather than diminishing the coin's appeal, actually enhance its uniqueness. They create one-of-a-kind patterns that make each piece unlike any other. Combine that with the coin's bold dodecagonal shape and its historical importance, and you have a coin that stands out both visually and numismatically. Coins from 1980 that have developed these multicolored spotting patterns are increasingly rare, especially those preserved in very fine condition. As with all collectible coins, condition plays a huge role in determining value, and those with clear detail, minimal wear, and vibrant natural toning are commanding attention. It is this combination of rarity in coloration and excellent preservation that fuels demand among collectors worldwide. Serious numismatists view these coins as not just pieces of metal, but historical artifacts with living patinas that tell their own unique stories. In today's collector market, the value of the 1980 Australia 50-cent coin, with yellow, green, and brown spotting, has seen a notable surge. These coins, especially when authenticated and graded as very fine or better, are fetching premium prices from buyers who understand their rarity and aesthetic appeal. Depending on the depth of coloration and condition, some examples have been valued at $165,000, and in some exceptional cases, even more. Auction markets and online coin sales have seen increasing interest in this unique variant, with competition heating up as collectors look to secure these distinctive pieces before prices climb further. If you are lucky enough to have one of these in your collection, or happen to come across one, handle it with care and consider having it professionally graded. Keeping the coin in a protective holder will preserve its condition and maintain its market value. Stay informed on current auction trends, and do not hesitate to consult with numismatic experts who recognize the potential of these color-toned coins. Investing in coins like this, which combine historical background, visual uniqueness, and rarity, is a smart move in the ever-evolving world of coin collecting. To wrap it all up, the 1980 Australian 50-cent coin with yellow, green, and brown spotting is more than just a curiosity. It is a rising star in the world of rare coins. With its unique features, limited availability, and increasing value in the market, it is a must-have for anyone serious about collecting Australian currency. As awareness grows and collectors race to secure their own examples, this coin is rapidly transitioning from overlooked to highly prized. Next up, we are diving into the world of rare Australian coins, and specifically we are talking about the Australia 50 cents coin from the year 1975. This isn't just any 50-cent piece. With unique toning like brown spots, combined with a very fine condition grade, This coin is quickly becoming a gem in the collector's market. It is a coin that is capturing attention across auctions and private collections alike. And in this video, you will find out why it is in such high demand and what kind of value it is commanding in today's market. The 1975 Australian 50-cent coin holds an important place in the nation's numismatic history. Introduced just a few years after the decimal currency reform of 1966, this coin continued the tradition of showcasing Australia's national identity. Although the shape and size remained the same, the iconic dodecagon, or 12-sided shape, the coin's significance grew with time. The 1975 issue marked a period of growing interest in coin collecting across Australia, and with relatively fewer coins surviving in high-grade condition today, it has gained a reputation as a desirable vintage piece. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, while the reverse proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, a design that resonates strongly with both historical and patriotic symbolism. What truly sets the 1975 Australia 50-cent coin apart, especially in very fine condition with brown spotting, is its unique visual character and aged toning. These brown spots, often caused by environmental storage conditions or natural oxidation over decades, add a vintage patina that many collectors find both attractive and authentic. Far from being considered a flaw, this natural toning gives the coin a distinctive appearance that can elevate its desirability, especially among collectors who value originality and natural aging over artificial cleaning. The sharply defined details in the coat of arms, along with a well-preserved Queen's portrait, reflect the coin's careful handling over the years, making it a standout among circulated coins of its time. The rarity of the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition, especially with natural brown toning, is what fuels much of its demand in the collector's market. While millions were minted in 1975, only a small fraction remain today in collectible grades, with original surfaces intact. Coins with the right balance of age, toning, and minimal wear are especially sought after. Collectors place a premium on coins that have survived the passage of time with only moderate circulation, and when that is combined with naturally occurring features like brown spots, it becomes a talking piece, a coin that tells a story and stands out in any collection. Let us talk numbers. The current auction market is seeing increasing interest in 1975 Australia 50-cent coins in very fine condition with attractive toning. Prices have been trending upward, with serious collectors willing to pay significantly above face value. Depending on the presentation and overall eye appeal, coins with this kind of toning can command values $180,000, and in some private sales, even more. The demand is strong not only in Australia, but also internationally, as global collectors recognize the unique appeal and historical depth of this mid-70s decimal era coin. With its rising visibility in online auctions and collector forums, this coin is proving to be a strong performer and a valuable asset in the world of numismatics. If you are a collector looking to either buy or evaluate your 1975 Australian 50-cent coin, here are a few key things to keep in mind. First, avoid cleaning or polishing the coin. Natural toning, like brown spots, can actually increase its value. Always handle coins by the edges and store them in a cool, dry place using archival quality materials. When buying, look for coins that have clear, defined details with even toning. These coins often fetch the highest prices. And if you find one in the wild, or tucked away in an old collection, take it seriously. You may be holding a highly sought-after and increasingly valuable piece of Australian currency history. In conclusion, the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition with natural brown toning is far more than just spare change. It is a rare, visually striking, and historically meaningful coin that continues to gain traction and value in today's collector market. Whether you already own one or are looking to add it to your portfolio, this coin represents a smart and beautiful investment. Next up, we are exploring a remarkable treasure from Australia that continues to catch the attention of collectors and investors around the globe. We are talking about the legendary 1973 Australian 50-cent coin apiece that has gained extraordinary significance, especially when found in a very fine condition with distinctive brown, green, and grey spotting. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it is a historical artifact, a collector's dream, and a growing asset in today's booming numismatic market. The 50-cent coin has always held a unique place in Australian currency. First introduced in 1966 as a round, silver coin, it later evolved into the familiar dodecagonal shape that debuted in 1969. The 1973 edition, however, stands out not just because of its mintage, but due to the subtle details and character it has developed over time. Struck at the Royal Australian Mint, the 1973 coin was part of a post-decimalisation push to solidify Australia's new monetary identity. While it may not have seemed rare at the time, over the years, surviving examples, particularly those in better grades, have become significantly harder to find. What makes the 1973 Australia 50-cent coin particularly desirable among collectors today is its aging process and the beautiful toning that can occur. The version we are discussing features a blend of brown, green, and grey spots, an artistic testament to time, environment, and natural chemical reactions. These colorations are not flaws, but rather enhancements that give each coin a one-of-a-kind personality. Paired with its iconic design, featuring the Australian coat of arms on the reverse and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, the coin becomes not just money, but a miniature canvas of numismatic art. The weight, the feel, the patina all contribute to its incredible desirability. Collectors are always seeking coins that stand out, and the 1973 Australian 50 cent in very fine condition, especially with natural toning or spots, is highly sought after. The coin's age, relatively lower mintage, and the increasing difficulty in finding well-preserved specimens contribute to its rarity. Even fewer examples exist today that carry the character-rich patina of brown, green, and grey tones, while still maintaining strong detail and structural integrity. For serious collectors, this coin checks all the boxes. It is aged gracefully, it is in high demand, and it is becoming scarcer with each passing year. In today's collectibles market, demand for this coin has soared, especially among international buyers and seasoned numismatists. A 1973 Australia 50-cent coin, in very fine condition with rich spotting, is no longer just a curiosity, it is a hot commodity. Depending on the presentation and exact colour patterns, collectors are willing to pay significant premiums. Some pieces have sold $183,000, and expert appraisers estimate continued appreciation over time. The beauty, rarity, and condition all push this coin into a premium valuation tier that makes it a standout in any collection. If you have one in your possession, you may be holding a hidden gem worth much more than its face value. If you are lucky enough to own one of these 1973 Australia 50-cent coins, or you're on the hunt for one, make sure to store it properly to preserve its value. Always handle it by the edges, use protective coin capsules, and avoid cleaning as the natural toning adds to its uniqueness and value. When buying, look for coins that still have clear detail on the crown and shield on the reverse, and minimal surface wear. Coins with distinct color tones in brown, green, and grey are especially prized. These natural features not only authenticate age, but also amplify appeal. Staying active in collector communities and auctions will give you the edge in securing the best pieces and understanding their evolving market value. The 1973 Australian 50-cent coin, especially in very fine condition with beautiful brown, green, and grey spotting, is more than just an old piece of currency. It is a symbol of Australia's rich numismatic history and a standout example of how time transforms everyday coins into works of collectible art. With increasing demand, growing market value, and undeniable visual appeal, this coin is firmly positioned as a high-value asset for any collector or investor. Whether you already own one or are looking to add one to your collection, now is the time to recognize and act on the incredible potential of this remarkable coin. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting treasures in the world of coin collecting, the 2004 Australian 50-cent coin with distinctive light, green, and black dot markings, preserved in very fine condition. This isn't just any ordinary coin. It's a hidden gem that is making waves in the collector's community due to its unique features and rapidly rising market value. If you are a coin enthusiast or just curious about rare Australian currency, you are in for a treat. Stay tuned as we explore the history, rarity, and the immense demand this incredible coin is generating today. The Australian 50-cent coin has long been a staple in the nation's currency system, known for its dodecagonal shape and impressive size. Introduced in its current form in 1969, the coin has featured various commemorative designs over the decades. However, the 2004 edition stands out for multiple reasons. This particular year wasn't initially expected to produce anything rare, but through a combination of minting quirks, environmental factors, and production nuances, certain 2004 coins emerged with unexpected characteristics, including the remarkable presence of light, green, and black dot patterns on the surface. These aren't ordinary markings. They are now seen as hallmarks of a limited and potentially accidental batch that collectors have grown obsessed with. What sets this coin apart is not just its age or the base design, but the highly unusual yet naturally appearing dot patterns. The light, green, and black dots that show on some 2004 Australia 50-cent coins have sparked fascination. These colours are not paint or added substances, but rather natural toning or surface reactions, possibly due to metal composition or storage conditions at the mint or during early circulation. These patterns are not seen on all 2004 coins, which adds to their mystique and collectability. Coupled with the coin's fine detailing, intact edges, and brilliant luster seen in very fine condition specimens, this piece becomes a conversation starter and a crown jewel in any serious collection. Rarity is the heartbeat of numismatics, and this 2004 Australia 50-cent coin is a shining example of that principle. The occurrence of the coloured dot variations is extremely limited, and coins preserved in very fine or better condition are even scarcer. The demand has surged as more collectors realise just how few of these coins have surfaced in this unique state. Coins with the green and black dot patterns, especially those not compromised by wear or corrosion, are now seen as one-of-a-kind assets. Collectors across Australia and globally are competing to add this rare version to their portfolios, pushing its desirability to new heights. With such a limited number in verified good condition, this coin has become a prized possession that few are willing to part with, creating a competitive and value-rich market. On auction sites, private sales, and collectors' forums, examples of this coin in very fine condition have reportedly fetched $98,000, depending on visual clarity, tone contrast, and preservation. The dollar value continues to climb as demand outpaces supply. For investors and collectors alike, this coin represents not just historical interest, but also tangible, appreciating financial value, making it both a cultural artifact and a smart collectible investment. For collectors aiming to acquire or preserve a coin like this, attention to detail is critical. Always handle with gloves or coin tweezers to prevent oils or scratches. Store in airtight, acid-free holders, and keep it away from moisture and sunlight. Authentication from a reputable grading service can further solidify its value. And if you already possess a 2004 50-cent coin, inspect it closely. Those dots might be more than just blemishes. They could be the key to a small fortune. Stay active in collector communities and auctions to spot upcoming sales, and never underestimate the importance of documentation and provenance. The more evidence of authenticity and condition you can provide, the higher the demand and bidding you will attract. The 2004 Australian 50-cent coin, with light, green and black dots in very fine condition, is not just a rare collectible, it is a modern numismatic marvel. From its unexpected origins to its captivating features and escalating value in today's market, this coin continues to gain recognition and respect across the collector world. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or a new enthusiast, keeping an eye out for this exceptional piece can be both exciting and financially rewarding. As its rarity becomes more well-known and the market continues to appreciate it, this coin is poised to become one of the standout Australian collectibles of our time. So keep collecting, keep exploring, and who knows, the next great discovery might already be in your pocket.